мотивам Лавкрафта. Хоррор, не хоррор. Интересно. Я был заинтересован этой игрой очень давно. И просто интересно, что из себя представляет эта тема. Безумие есть благо. H.P. Лавкрафт в богам смешанном попытке людей сохранять рассудок берут лицом неизбежной смерти. Угу. Уже теряем рассудок. Что за дичь? Окей. Ну, стиль довольно-таки хороший. Пригнуться. Здесь, походу, нельзя. Окей. Блин, весь этот туман все создает какую-то мистику. Вы не узнаете определенными предметами, пока не осветите их. Окей. Хорошо. Ух ты. Кусачки. Так, сначала проверю дверьки. Вдруг там что-то интересное. Опа. Хорош. Ты последуешь за мной бесполезно, сопротивляется неизбежному. Ктулху! Кто же еще? Угу. Вау! Какое отвратительное подношение. Естественно. Так, я походу отсюда... Я пришел отсюда или нет? Смотри. Что за ебаботина? Ебать. Это все сон. Естественно. Офигенно. Хорошее начало. Ненавижу. Давай попробуем. Ненавидеть, но все равно хлебну. Давненько я не записал ничего, кроме чего-то. Детективное агентство Пирса. Врач может сколько угодно твердить, что лекарство от воспоминаний мне больше не нужно, но я знаю. Однажды утром я просто не проснусь, несмотря на лечение, и снова слышу голоса в своих снах, но теперь они новые, хорошо. Пирс, это навыки, по идее. Хорошо. Darkwater. Улики, предметы. Зажигалка. Моя старая зажигалка. И все. И все.
Good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Окей. Старая добрая история шантажа в подпольном баре. Закрыли.
Natural sciences, linguistics,
Естественная лингвистика,
archaeology.
археология. Ничего
I
интересного.
used to be an avid
Еще
reader.
какие-то книги.
Wentworth Agency doesn't attract
Диплом,
top-notch law skills.
коллеги.
Holding your position and obeying orders. I have
Ну
business
ладно,
here
тут уже
to
все.
attend to. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Замужняя женщина сбегает с подружкой. Муж так ничего и не понял. Закрытое дело. Колдерить еще будем? Не, хорош.
I should get rid of all this stuff.
О, отлично.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Здрасте.
I'm listening.
Я слушаю. Вы Эдвард Пирс, частный детектив, работающий на детективное дело
That's correct.
Уэнтерсон. Да, все равно верно. Добрый день, мистер Пирс. Я Люси Шерфилд из отдела кадрового агентства Уэнтортоурт. Я звоню вам, потому что все у нас возникла проблема с вашим досье. Пожар уничтожил часть, неужели? Простите за беспокойство, но мне придется заново записать ваши персональные данные. О, ну, довольно-таки быстро. Красноречие. Определяю ваше заявление на тех, с кем вы общаетесь. Развитие тона повышает вероятность успешного убеждения или манипуляций во время. Хорошо. Поиск. Находить спрятанные предметы. Психология. На понятие натуры. Развитие повышает шанс понять мотивацию или с помощью анализа разней. Оккультизм. Это, походу, мне и не надо. Блин, сложно. И тем более у меня 8 очков, значит, можно сделать. Можно еще поднять расследование. Так, они вообще все связаны. В расследовании преступления посмотрели, расследовали, составили досье, все посмотрели и сделали некие выводы. Тем лучше. Оба. А, значит, оно так поднимается. Ладно. И одно в поиске. Хорош. Да.
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll.
Ладно.
Mr. Pierce,
Понятно. Чувака хотят, чтобы вылетел с работы.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem. And I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting.
Ну, блин, ну картина интересная.
What am I supposed to find?
Ебанина какая-то.
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Осмотреть картину. Ознакомьтесь с досье семьи Хокинс. Okay. Text.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Хорошо.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Так. Хорошо. Давай, во-первых, скажу, что это не серьезно. Это серьезно,
The
как бы.
meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Ладно. А с историей что?
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She
Типа как и
only
меня.
thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Ну ладно, погнали.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Ёбаные
Quiet
культисты.
I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic.
Такс, в Darkwater и узнать
I'll
еще.
no doubt find
Но
some
надо
information
сначала
on this
выпить,
island
а
in there.
потом... Теперь нормально.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Ну, нормально. Обычная картина, обычное все обычно. О, а это кто? Угу.
I used to be an avid reader.
Ладно, тут уже хватит уже. Долгая загрузка. Очень долгая.
We're almost there.
Да, местечко не из лучших. Call of Cthulhu. Call of Cthulhu. Сцилла. В греческой мифологии есть с этим про Одиссея между Сциллой и еще одним берегом, но я забыл.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Расследование.
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink of the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Okay.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
Okay.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're
Бля,
not
охуевший
sailors.
чувак.
It's a sign. There's something coming.
Сукин
Something real
сын.
bad.
You can see
Я
that
еще
I'm busy,
хочу.
can't you?
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Давай в бар.
Something real bad.
Надеюсь, это бар. Где? Hello, hello. Блядь, я испугался. Бля. Ё-моё.
Hey, be careful.
Сукин сын. Мгм.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Yet you... And you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well. Which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Try me.
We'll see.
Хорош. Давай
Captain
сначала
Fitzroy told me about a
выпивку,
little pick-me-up.
по
You
идее.
want a drink?
А после этого идут разговоры.
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well. What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah?
Странно.
Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel
Может,
uncomfortable?
видение?
You need to
Может,
see them for
видение?
yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Да, конечно. Да.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory.
What can you tell me?
We all knew then.
Ну
I've
ладно,
got
тут уже все узнал.
What can you
We all knew then.
I've got
Ah,
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36. Dark.
The Hawkins warehouse. If I were you, I wouldn't hang.
Why not?
да почему
First off,
все?
there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the west. Screams. That's what.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of the...
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
That'll be
Все
all for me.
уже.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing. I'm just wondering what a woman like you...
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink.
Ну ты тут, сука, неспроста, да?
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
What did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations.
Странный
Gifted with
чувак.
its own consciousness. Until it
Очень.
finds a new reader.
Do you like our song?
We may not be.
That's true.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say.
That cat saved our island.
Ah.
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in it.
It's true. Everything happened. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was...
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted this.
You could...
Until
One of them...
eggs.
I bid you
Ну,
good night.
ладно.
So long.
Ты не хочешь позарить? Ага. Ладно, тут закончил. Можно идти отсюда нахер.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. A Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Прогресс. В медицине дело.
I
Здрасте,
brought out
дядька.
the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. but in truth you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Что, блядь, тут происходит?
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Ладно.
What a
Расследование
macabre
идет.
souvenir.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the lot. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally...
Yeah, I saw that. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of shipowners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36.
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Где это?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I was looking at your photograph One of the man in...
Ah, yes, I can see the one.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a...
And for good reason. That's my father.
Your father?
John Fitzroy. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if...
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yeah. Us men of the sea are superstitious.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back in.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to...
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in the...
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have...
That's true. And normally... But, you're gonna take me for a...
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth, and that shelter creatures unlike...
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed.
I found a threatening letter, signed...
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you...
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much...
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
The miraculous catch.
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
А
Can you
если
tell
еще
me where
раз?
the...
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when...
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Так, по идее тут скрытый предмет, но хер знает, как найти его. Опа, опа, опа. Храповик.
This ratchet device seems to be usable. A
Рычаг.
handle. It must come from these old winches. I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Так, чего-то еще не хватает. И мне стоит найти. Опа.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Да что мне еще найти? Странно, блин. Очень странно.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the...
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that one. She's not interested in small fry. You, on the other hand, nose around too much?
This warehouse...
No doubt you want to know more.
Good. I shall...
Тут, блин, надо еще что-то найти, ё-моё. Да жесть! Пизду нахуй.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. Cops, they can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget
What could have done so?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawk...
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard?
Who's asking the questions?
What more can you say?
Not much more than what everyone knows. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their...
The whole mansion went up.
Don't get it into your head to go...
What do you mean by
The only one left there is old Silas. And the accident, he can be unpredictable. Especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself... You again.
No.
Что за странные чуваки?
Why did you do that, huh? We saw what you did to St. Brendan. Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protector.
I've never heard of this.
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator. He's the patron saint of Wales and Wales.
What happened?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the... There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozo... Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. They're... Quieter. That's all. What brings you to Dark...
The two guys behind you.
The bootleggers. They're protecting their territory. They really don't have... They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunk. If only they would kill...
Is it Cat who's shaking down?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you... Nothing...
Isn't it a bit peculiar? That step. I've taken it.
Well, see you.
Опа. Опа, статейка.
Damnation. Broken. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Что это за символы такие?
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Wait, we don't have a clear...
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaps. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting...
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you...
Everybody knows us on...
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter.
Cat.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Жестко.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savage.
Who do you think defaced the
What do I know? They could have done it by
the sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
What are you
Listen.
I bid you gentle.
Может, вы скажете?
Well, well, look. Did you miss us?
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quiet. What's in it for us?
What would convince you?
There's only one thing that'll...
For sure. Bring us some.
I'll be back.
Take your time.
Okay.
Something real bad.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
You again. What can I get?
What do you know about the whole...
If I were you, I wouldn't...
Why not?
First off, sailors from around here say you can hear screams.
Scream?
And that's not all. But I'll... anything else?
Let's say I want a bottle.
Choice is yours. Everything.
How much for a bottle?
$5.
I guess I'm not desperate.
I'm not judging you.
That'll be all.
Попробую поднять пару очков, если получится. Но оккультизм, блин, ну интересная тема. Если можно как-то. Блин, тут добавились очки или нет?
That's no way to treat an omen. Oh yeah.
Здрасте, здрасте, пацаны, пацаны.
Look what I've got.
You're a good guy, you. Follow me. Cheers, you jackass.
I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
Say that again. I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
На склад проникли с успехом, но не стоит расслабляться. Угу. Лестница испорчена.
Let's see. Perfect. Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? What happened here? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks. What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Блин, это такое странно, но интересно.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Нихуя не понял, но очень интересно.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Здрасте. Hello.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Угу.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly...
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for... Charles was like a son to him. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my conviction.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the paint.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's... Anything else?
Походу все.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see.
I'll go with you. If only...
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
This house is much older than it seems, but the architecture seems too recent.
Йо, нихера себе побежал. Что?
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still...
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Мрачно.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe...
Strange idea.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It said...
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial.
Poor kid.
What kind of deranged individual?
Poor kid.
The sanctuary. And steal a burnt painting. I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone...
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The caretaker takes great care of these graves. Charles Hawkins' grave.
Столько вопросов и ни хера ответов. Погнали. Але. Go. Да go. Ё-моё.
This entrance is still in use.
Блядь.
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them! Dump them into the ocean!
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it. Vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
What now?
Ну, здрасте.
Shall we enter? Now that you
Пришел
finish your
бы.
fun and games with Silas.
You're right.
What now?
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you. Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Блин, все так
The
странно.
Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? What kind of meat is this?
Да ты ни хера не знаешь.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Опа.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
И все? Походу, да.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Так, пару очков, пару очков, пару очков. Хорош. Да. Опа.
Let's see if I can find
Silas
something.
managed to bring the fire under control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? They had a fight. Why? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Что за баба?
Did it stop at the time of the fire? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? Did someone escape the fire? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here.
Жутко.
A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Опа-на.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing... I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked. These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
Опа-ча.
A crowbar. Could prove useful. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, the sea shanty. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, the sea shanty. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Хорош. По медицине нормально продвигаемся.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. This place was falling apart long before the fire. Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well,
a book on the first inhabitants of the island.
If you're right,
it seems
we
they got
should be
here
able to
around
find
the
clues among
14th
the Hawkins'
century.
personal effects.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692. A book on hunting whales. The island's staple diet last century. One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable. One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla. What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Ну, сейчас будет жутко. Мурашки по коже.
Locked. The boys' room. A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them?
What the fuck?
Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him. What was going through that boy's mind? What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment. A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Ford. That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent? This padlock is too complicated for me.
Опача. Хорош. Походу, это то и есть.
It's no use. The padlock won't give. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Девочка. Ну ты жесть,
This ledger
конечно.
lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life. The door is blocked on the other side. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Ну и
So
посмотрим.
Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult. What was she trying to achieve? Bradley? Is that you?
Бля.
Is anyone there?
Опача! Ха-ха-хоу! Интересно. Уф.
You! Stop!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding
Чё,
on the upper level.
хуел?
He ran when he saw me. He can't be far. This door is blocked from the outside. The lyrics of the drunken sailor.
I'll cover
Sea
you.
shanty. This door was closed earlier.
Where did he go?
It looks like an old seaway map.
Do you really think that your fugitive came in here? I don't see any way out.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times. Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater shore for years. Maybe he kept them for sentimental reasons.
This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips. This Dr. Fuller, was he Sarah Hawkins' therapist? Seems like this came from a log. There must be a link with the Seaway map. Charles Hawkins was keeping her father's letters from her. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Хорошо.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Тридцать три Н 53 В. Так. 33. А, блин.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Ладно.
Doesn't work. I must have missed. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Atlantic, Western Ocean.
Doesn't work.
Конченая.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. With this, I should be able to force the gears.
Well done, Pierce.
Походу я на этом остановлюсь, так что всем спасибо и всего хорошего вам.